Hey, how's it going, Tauruses? This is Damien with HK Readings, Healing Culture Tarot, and I am here to do your March reading. Now, the type of reading I'm going to be doing for y'all, as your, just general monthly, which there will be others in between, of course, is a reading just seeing how the new love is going to come in. This is for single Tauruses. This is for Tauruses that are coming out of a relationship and stepping into a transformative nature that has them just available for the next step in love, moving forward, progressing. Because I'm feeling the energy to read for that now. I'm going to start with the tarot of the Orisha here. And then we will incorporate some Gypsy Oracle cards and some Goddess guidance. If you're a Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or Jupiter, you may find resonance in this video. Please take what resonates and leave what doesn't behind, and let's just not make anything apply for the sake of it, Let's make sure we're just going with what speaks to our soul, Even if it's energy that we're finding out about and that we don't necessarily know, it'll resonate with us, and we don't have to take a message that ultimately not being for you could cause some confusion or complications. Cross watchers definitely welcome, especially if you're trying to get yourself a Taurus right now. I may find resonance in this video myself, which is always interesting. More so definitely when I read for my sun over my moon in Gemini and my rising in Libra, Venus in Cancer, Jupiter in Leo, so on and so forth. Like, really, my sun does strongly resonate. I felt like for a while it was more so my moon in Gemini, but it has shifted back. And, even outside of tropical and Vedic astrology, my chart's ruled and led by Taurus, Taurus moon with a Taurus sun as well. So I'm going to say for those of you who are also into and incorporate Eastern astrology, and you, or as I guess you could say, a double Tauri, you may really resonate with some of these messages. So let's get some messages in for my Tauruses for March on new love. For my single Tauruses, those who are going through separation, looking for messages. Okay. So, in the month of March, I do see many of you coming. Well, okay. I definitely see you meeting someone. And then coming into a relationship may not be until about the end of March, like from the 20th on. The person who's coming in yeah, okay. So many of you actually may end up being single for a while. Like, what I'm getting here is that there's an energy of a person that's coming in who I feel like I just don't know if you are necessarily ready, I was going to say, for this commitment. I feel like you're ready for a commitment, but not necessarily this one. There's something about this person that seems untrustworthy. Now, the way they are seeing you is as someone who they can cooperate with, who, within that cooperation, they can find themselves saved and healed. So you are definitely going to be seen as a salvation to someone. This could very well be someone who was under the impression that they cannot love again because of past traumas, past experiences. And with the 8 of Fire comes in this new eruptive flow of passion that had lied dormant for quite some time. With the message of air and the Komma.Raina, I see that someone wants to definitely create something of substance with you that is different than what they know and what they're used to, and they understand that you would be expecting the same. Be it through talks that y'all shall have, so on and so forth, because you're definitely going to be a person that's cutting through shit in communication, and you're really going to want to get to the tea, let someone know who you are, get to the core of who they are, like really, like on that level of, if we're going to start a relationship, let's do this. We're not pussyfooting, we're grown. Let's just see if we're compatible. And actually going from the message of air to the Komma.Raina to Oba, excuse me, I see that they will make the decision to move towards you. That judgment call, after going within themselves. And I feel as though, as someone who is trying to reinvent themselves, they sense there's a good shot at this opportunity. But they see you coming off with this Oba energy, sort of similar to the Queen of Swords, where you may just reject this offer, okay? You may reject this offer altogether. I don't feel as though you see the balance that would be necessary for this relationship to work. I'm sensing triggers, like you're going to be very intuitive. hyper intuitive to the point where you are picking up on things that seem awry and just, aren't coming across right. Something that makes you turn your head or turn your nose. Okay? And the level of grounding that you've achieved, the level of emotional stability that you've achieved, and essentially everything that you have accomplished to bring yourself to a higher vibration as of late is going to attribute to the spike in intuition that you have that allows you to see past bullshit. You may see the good in this person, you may understand the changes that they do want to make, but within that realize that that signifies that they have not made them yet. And because of that, are not on the same level as you in your ascendance right now on your journey. And I feel as though many of you have made a declaration that you will not further share, expel, spend, waste any more time or energy or effort on things that ultimately will bring you down, bring you to a lower vibrational frequency. And you were very adamant on staying on, the ones and twos to make sure that these red flags that may present themselves, you catch them early on. Take no prisoners, take no shit, is what I'm seeing here. Now the Ace of Water is telling me again that you are open to love. You are open to commitment. But I feel as though the positivity from this comes in you knowing that you're going to get it even if it isn't from this person. Like you've developed that patience and that grounding. The earth element comes up on the board. The sign leading the earth elemental card is Taurus. Okay? So we have your energy here. One of the four in support of the Ace of Water here. I don't see much trust with the Three of Air, and I see it just being a road or a road that you don't want to take, that you see will lead to obstacles that are unnecessary. You're going to be watching this person's actions. You're going to see what they do, see what they say. Like a lot you will be able to just observe with a closed mouth and just your two eyes and see lies or inconsistencies or half-truths. You've been so gamed up, is what I'm getting. Just gamed up. So, when we go up to the Gypsy Oracle cards that are now crowning the Tarot of the Orisha spread here, we have the Lord card, Doctor, Joyfulness, Consolation, and Hope. One thing that I'm noting, and the Eight of Fire will come to give validation to that and clarification to that, is I noticed that I do have 2 threes. Now, 3 threes. But I'm not getting that same energy from the Three of Air that I am from the Three of Water and Joyfulness. Well, in a sense I am, but we'll go with this first. So, first off, with the Three of Water and the Joyfulness card, one of the things that you sense is the potential for third-party energy. I feel as though you understand that this is the energy of someone who is already compromised or easily impressionable. And that's a huge red flag. I feel easily impressionable may be the and or type thing to the already compromised. Like already compromised and or impressionable, to where they could expand even beyond, you and whoever else they're compromised by. Okay? I'm seeing someone who likes to collaborate on a not so monog scale and a not so honest scale. For some of you, for a small percentage of you, this could be actually a past person that through a recent course of events you have considered letting back into your life, yet you are realizing that nothing has changed and it's the same old game. For others of you, this is someone new who definitely extends to be a test to see if you will apply what you have learned and, just truly how gamed up you are. All right. Then when we get to the Eight of Fire and you see all of these volcanoes, some higher than others, that are erupting, a chain all tied into one, that sat on this tectonic plate just dormant for so long, it erupts. Now, granted, there's this massive eruption here at the main peak of this volcanic chain here. But there's something to notice with these other mini eruptions around it. Okay? That's that impressionable energy that I'm talking about. That's that energy that is coming out to tell me that this person, again, may lie and may deep down and in true have issues with commitment and being forthright about that. So, with the Lord card, you were definitely taking care of, your personal responsibilities and, coming into your own power. You were creating the rules for what you will manifest. Like, that's essentially what we do, whether we're aware of it or not, but you are highly aware that you are back within control. Okay? The Doctor, the Joyfulness, and the Consolation card tie in to show me that there are still, there's just these broken energies that are surrounding you. And I think beyond that muck of these energies lies your true love. But right now, it's as if, even though you may be through certain things, you have a test to take and complete that revolves around third-party energies, and you constantly giving little bits here to a person and or their ego that may make them feel like they have a chance. Like if you've done that in the past, which I have read has been the case in the past, that would be something for those of you who are encountering someone new would want to make sure you aren't doing. The Lord card and the Hope card are on opposite sides here, facing away from one another. So there's an individual who definitely still believes that there's an outcome that will satisfy them. But no. Because I've got the 9 of Air, the 4 of Water, and the Ace of Earth. Taurus, you're coming up in your own reading strong. You are escaping from situations you don't trust to continue to operate within nurturing yourself and what grows your security financially, your stability, and your emotional level that will allow you to still attract things and bring things in that you want. the stable and balanced bull. You've got the Ace of Earth to the Ace of Water on the board here. Let's get some more messages for Taurus. You got the Ace of Earth and the Ace of Water. So I see the balancing and harmonizing of yourself to pass these tests and achieve what's just beyond the veil, true love. And I'm seeing the duality in these cards showing me that this is actually the true blending and uniting of souls. And it's interesting because I'm sensing that many of you Tauruses may actually have water in your chart attracting another Taurus or earth sign. And vice versa for this individual. Them having earth in their chart attracting that watery energy, which would of course be you if, though you're a Taurus sun, you have say Venus in Cancer or Pisces moon or what have you. And it's a very balanced attraction here. You're still going to have some energies around you that are going to try to pull you away and separate that, recapture some little glimpse of what they think remains in your heart that they can fester on. But I do not see any budging from the Ace of Earth energy and the Ace of Water energy coming together. I do not. And I feel like the message of air is what is manifesting, definitely crowning, but manifesting this level of form that will travel down to the earthly realm and represent the union of the two. I guess let me show you what I'm looking at. Yeah. Tell me more about this person now that's going to be operating out of Ace of Earth energy. Without my whole deck falling out into my hands. Three cards for this person, this energy that Taurus is attracting, that will be wish fulfillment in the month of March. All right. So I've got Shango here. So this is someone who is definitely, Shango in the water element here. So again, this is someone who's coming with a similar balance to what you have established for yourself, and they will be coming in hot because they have formulated exactly what they, need to do to get to you. They've mustered they've come to mustering, what needs to be mustered to make sure that they are on their game and are doing their part in this connection. When I have Iku reversed, I'm actually getting an interesting message from Death that is telling me that this is a person who will do whatever it takes to make sure that they don't miss an opportunity with you, that this does not come to an end. So this is somebody who is going to have that like warrior type spirit, who is willing to fight for you very heavily. Okay? So if you want to talk more about the water-earth balance and really coming into the emotional and physical, reciprocating energy, Ace of Earth, Ace of Water, the Earth element, the Water element. These are literally like two souls. Well, it was like this, two souls fusing and blending. So you see, for one, how the water element came out under the earth element, and the water element came under the Ace of Earth, and the earth element came under the Ace of Water. This is actually some imagery of exactly what I was saying and feeling. That you, Taurus, are operating out of, the energy of the Ace of Water as a Taurus, but with heavy water influence in your chart that is assisted in this coming together within yourself to do so externally with someone else. And them, with their heavy water influence over earth is coming in as, or their heavy earth influence coming in as the Ace of Earth, where they may be, a water sun sign or what have you, but they're coming in with this Ace of Earth energy, and y'all are just kind of like flopped in this beautiful harmonizing balance here that I think will withstand quite a bit, honestly. Because y'all are like, as y'all are becoming one, again crowned by this message of air, and there's so much communication, and there's so much creativity, and there's so much liveliness. Like, there will be a moment where there's just an understanding that y'all will be in each other's lives. So, what came out here is Kali, endings and beginnings. The old must be released so that the new may enter. And that's essentially what this, entire reading has been about. Is, whether you're going back to deal with a past person or this is someone new who is coming in, there's this immediate understanding that this isn't going to work, that this person isn't it. And the moment you let that go, what's waiting on the other side of the veil? True soulmate relations. True soulmate relations. Like soulmate in the essence of, not only are y'all soulmates, but y'all are meant to be together. This is meant to be a beautiful and possibly long-standing experience. This is what you have manifested through everything that you've gone through. That has made you tough, that has made you strong, that has made you resilient, and somehow managing to still be soft and affectionate and vulnerable. So realize just on the other side of the veil is someone who will complete you and you they. That's what I got for you, Taurus.